Hey, good evening. My name is Nealay Patel from SilverSilk More. I'm the owner and designer over there, bringing you guys fun and fabulous projects using SilverSilk. Now, it is my great pleasure to be on the SoftFlex Facebook page for you guys tonight because I've launched a very special kit through SilverSilk More called Colors of India. It is a mystery box. And what's great about this is that it actually has soft flex wire products inside of it. I love this kit. It sold out in a matter of 3 days, I think. So I definitely need to up the count next time. My friends are already joining on. There's Teresa. Pamji is here. Or Pamage, I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing your name. Joanna's here. Our friends at SoftFlex are here. So it's Kristen. Hi, Kristen. Damien's tuning in. But yeah, I launched this kit. It sold out immediately, and my idea for this kit was to kind of take things up a notch. I would do a project on the SilverSilk More Facebook page. I did one last week live on my Tuesday Toots, as I like to call them, which is tutorials. But then I would hop onto another Facebook page, which would be the SoftFlex Wire Facebook page, and do a project for you guys tonight once I unveil this kit. And then the next week, which is the 16th, I believe, I'll be on the Jesse James Beads Facebook page doing another project with the same kit. So really, we're creating a collection of designs that you can make all on your own. You get some tutorial here, but guys, the ideas really fly, especially when you have multiple design examples. One other component to this kit is I've ran a contest. Firstly, if you share the video that you're watching to all of our bead friends out there, to your own Facebook page, to any groups that you think would enjoy watching this video, you will be entered into a prize. SoftFlex Wire is giving out a product tonight, yay! So that's very exciting. And because I thought I'd kick things up a notch, I'm actually going to do a drawing of my own as well. So there's going to be 2 prizes tonight. So make sure you get sharing away on this video, and we will pick a random winner at the end. The second thing is, if you make a design from the Colors of India kit, if you've purchased one, you can go to the SilverSilkies Facebook group page. That's a lot of S in one name. So the SilverSilkies, if you search for it on Facebook, you'll find the group. If you post a project on there and hashtag SilverSilk Colors of India, you can also be entered into a grand prize drawing at the end of the month. We'll make more announcements on that here soon, but all you do is just make a project from the kit, post a picture of it, hashtag SilverSilk Colors of India, that way I can find it, and then we'll do a random drawing from that too. So, I love giving stuff away, as many of you may, who know me, know that I love to give away stuff. And I think this was just a great idea to tie everything together. Hi, Mimi. Mary Ellen is here. Patty. Hey, Patty. Emily. But guys, I can't wait to dive into this and start making a project. If you missed this kit, fear not. My friend Teresa is on here, and she's going to post a link to the page that you can get extra goodies. Teresa, if you wouldn't mind posting the the SilverSilk online web page that has the Colors of India. I think it's a link in the side menu if you just copy that URL and hit it up on the comments. You can get your stuff from there. I've got some extra kits left over, or components rather, that are from the Colors of India kit, and you can grab some from there. Alright, I am going to flip this camera around, and we are just going to dive right in. Okay, real quick, on the SilverSilk website, you can get 15% off this week. All you do is just type in the coupon code 15FREE, and basically that's like free shipping for you guys. I promise. It's such a great deal. It's nice to get a break on some costs every now and then, I think. And if you certainly love the stuff that you see in this kit and want to grab it, now would be a great time to do that. Okay. Beautiful, right? You got these great peacock feathers, which I used in last week's project. And it's all wrapped up nice and tidy. So basically, I'm just going to unravel all of this, and you get not 1, but 2 peacock feathers. There's a reason for that. It's because you can use these as components for your design, which I thought was a really cool tie-in. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate that. And Mary Ellen says, please focus. I'll do my best. Especially with the camera and everything here going on. So hopefully it'll all come together. All right, 2 kits, you guys. You get 2 kits. One includes all of the excuse me, I'm going to get the names mixed up tonight. All of the SilverSilk components. And then one has extra stuff in it. So we're going to open up this extra stuff one. Mary Dreyer? Hope I got that right. I'm sorry. I'm like butchering names right and left tonight, you guys. Mary says, awesomeness, love the feathers. Thank you. So here we go. Automatically, we get some beautiful soft flex wire, right? This is the lapis color, and I love this. It is based off of a jewel tone, or rather gemstone, in fact, and colored to be specifically to emulate that gemstone. But this is medium size, which is great for many different sizes of beads and still retain strength in your design. But I love leaving this even just exposed because of that gorgeous color. All right, we get some chain reaction from Jesse James Beads. This is a custom bead chain, hand wrapped, as you can see those little wire loops. But beautiful. This makes for a really great component, especially with the type of beads and stuff you can add onto it. Or even just for chain length and trying to make your necklace longer or your bracelet. I think it's great for that, so I love having this as an extra side component. But finally, the Colors of India bead mix. I want to dive right into this because it is gorgeous. I love all the colors in this. Guys, I gave them a mood board and they designed this kit with me. What other company does that? I'm saying they have so much flexibility, so much gorgeous products, and they're just an absolute pleasure to work with, as is the Soft Flex gang. Like, you have a good trio here, you guys. You got SilverSilk, Soft Flex, and Jesse James Beads working for you. Okay, I gotta get my bead mat out here because I want to show you all the goodies that are in here. Like, look at how many tiny all the way to big size beads there are. I'm just gonna spread this out. You get some gorgeous tassels, and guys, everything comes in pairs so that this is going to be easy to design earrings with. If you wanted to do a bolo style necklace, which I'll show you at the end of this show of what I did in the last show, this was perfect for that. But I mean, you can start to kind of just, because my OCD kicks in and I want to, of course, organize everything. I'll spare you guys tonight. But here's like a huge compilation of what they have. So many different colors, lots of teals, which is one of my favorites. And then you got the mustards to kind of, and the fuchsia color to break things up. So it's perfect. Colors of India, check it out. I believe Teresa posted the link to that on the SilverSilk and More, or silversilkonline.com webpage. And speaking of, here is the stuff that I put together as well for this kit. Lots of components. First of all, love this chain. This is the solid gold in the pearlesque. Let me explain to you what pearlesque is. It's a multi-knitted chain, so you get this gorgeous layered effect. The reason for that is that this has a special tinsel that's been knitted inside, or rather over a ball chain, and then knitted over all of that is this gold wire. So you're getting a gold ball chain inside, a beautiful rainbow tinsel knit, and then all covered with solid gold. So this is a really sparkly, great diameter because it's a nice thick cord wire chain, it's a really unusual thing, but gorgeous. Colors of India goes with the gold, I think, so that's why I picked that out. In here, you get some other goodies. This is new for my company. This is a 2-hole slider. Let me show you how that works real quick. And in fact, the project that I want to use tonight kind of goes with it, so I'm excited about using it too. But really, you just slide this little puppy in wherever you want it, and it tends to create a nice little like neat loop here at the bottom, so you could connect it with different things. Again, I used it for a necklace that I did last week, which I'll show you a little bit later, so I love that. Okay, we get a clasp, and mind you, all of my findings from here on out all match each other. This is unusual because my findings did not before match each other. But all the plating that's done on it is exactly the same. So whatever you buy from the website, it's going to be exactly the same coating in all 6 metals, you guys. That's like gold, silver, gunmetal. What else do I have? Antique copper, antique gold. I'm missing, copper, and copper too. So all 6 metals in the same exact coating all across the board. Love it. Speaking of more findings, we've got these beautiful little end caps in our kit. Single strand, because I can't tell you how popular these are. I sell out of the gold and silver like it's a drug, like on the street. It's probably not the best analogy, but you get what I'm saying. Like, these things go very quick, and they're so versatile and beautiful to use. They just crimp right onto the end of your chain. You don't have to have any glue or anything or special tool. You just use your nylon jaw pliers and give it a good crimp, and you are good to go. Donna says, got my first box in. It's so beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad. The reception on this has been excellent, and I've got ideas for the next one too. It's going to be a blast. All right, earring hooks, because we all need them, right? So in this kit, you're going to be able to make earrings, you're going to make a bracelet, you can make a necklace. There's a lot of versatility here. Some triple strand end caps. Now, these are a little bit different color than the ones that I've included in the full kits for you guys. I packed this for me. So the ones that you guys have are like the brighter gold colored ones, but essentially I just want to get you the idea of what's included. Triple strand. I've got an idea for it tonight, in fact, that I think will work perfect. So stay tuned for more on that. But they work the same as the single strand end caps. And finally, we have got these beautiful little head pins in case we need them. But I also just threw in a few beads for those who got it, because I like a box that jingles whenever you kind of shake it. So, and you get to use these. So, all right, that's everything. So I think I'm ready to sketch out my design, get started on my creativity for this evening. Okay, how y'all feeling out there? Denise just tuned in. Hello, Denise. I have a friend here asking me, do you have rose gold on the horizon? I've got rose gold in capture chain. I don't know if Teresa can find it real quick and post it, but I don't think I have it in pearlesque right now, but I do have it in capture chain, which is pretty awesome. Equally gorgeous, by the way. I'm looking for my pen. There we go. Okay. I want to do, so I did a necklace last week on the SilverSilk More Facebook page, and so this week I want to do a bracelet design just to mix things up. But what I'm thinking is that if I use my really cool and hip and new SilverSilk double strand or 2-hole slider, I am betting I can make a really stunning bracelet with the triple strand. Now, there's going to be a gap in between, but that's going to be real purposeful, because and then I can attach whatever clasp I want to over here. We'll actually make a handmade toggle clasp to go with our knitted wire. If we can use soft flex wire to string beads in between. Okay, here's the crazy part of what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a try. I bet I can loop and crimp my way through some beads. So what I'm thinking from a mechanics standpoint, I don't think I want the wires to crisscross each other. I think that's going to make it more difficult to string. But if I pass 2 wires up through here and crimp as I go, I bet I can get what I need accomplished and use my magical crimpers to make a rounded crimp. Now I'm going to throw in a extra thing here, and this is from my own personal inventory. I thought, you know what, let me break out some seed beads, because I haven't done seed beads in a while and I've been like dying to get to them. So I wonder if I throw on some seed beads, what that will look like, just to kind of make things a little bit more colorful. So I don't know where this is going to go, but we're going to try it, right? Yeah, I've got my beautiful soft flex wire. Now, this is a special nylon coated stainless steel and then colored on top of that And then all of that to say it's coated with a special nylon coating that makes it tarnish resistant, keeps the color vivid and bright. What else does it do? Keeps it from kinking. Like, this stuff is just magic, I'm telling you. One of the best beading wires I've ever had the privilege to work with. And not only is our product great, but to have like great people behind it, that just makes it even better. That makes me want to come back for more. I think the people make the biggest difference. And speaking of crimp tubes, this is gold crimp tubes from Flex. I only use their crimps. They are thick-walled, which is important for a project like this. They have no seams, and they work amazingly with the magical crimpers. So I would not cheapen out on these crimps if I were you guys. I know they're a little bit more pricier from the website, but I will say the quality of your product is going to be that much better. Okay, finally, my beads. Let me see if I can scoot some out here. I think for this project I'm going to need smaller ones, but where's my wire? That's where I need to start with. We need to start with our SilverSilk. So I've already went ahead and strung our 2-hole slider. So now I need to measure out a bracelet length to make this happen. So I'm thinking if I go yay much, I can probably, and once we add on beads, this won't be a problem. So I was thinking about how I would mechanically get this finished. I think right there is pretty good. But what I don't want to do is waste my entire length here. So I'm actually going to use the length that I need. And then that way I have some extra. See, like, I love conserving. Conserving is everything. I want to make sure that I get the most out of my materials. So I'm going to start at the very end here. And it looks like that's probably big enough to make a good sized bracelet. I can always cut back if I need to. And I want to leave a little extra to crimp later. So let me get my cutters. Do you guys ever have like so much stuff on your table that you're not really overwhelmed, but just kind of annoyed with? Like, I need to set some stuff on the floor. Give myself some room to create. All right. Donna says, just ordered some magical crimpers. Ah, you're gonna love them. I was on the fence about them, to be honest, and then Sarah kept pushing me to use them, and now that's all I use for my crimping. They are so easy, and I'm glad she pushed me to keep on crimping with them. Okay, so now I can make a pattern out of my beads. Now here's the fun part, because what I can do is start to lay my beads out, right? They just fit so well in that in-between space. I don't have a pattern in mind, but I know that I could make one if I develop something here. Probably want to stick to the smaller size beads just because I know that it's going to fit later into my three end crimp that I'll be using later on. But I can just go on picking beads. Like, do I do it all random? That way it's kind of fun and funky. And that might be kind of fun, actually. Let's see. I like that teal a lot. Do you know that, like, teal's my signature color, I feel like. I use it all the time. Okay, so let's cut out this much. I, again, do not know if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it my best try. I'm going to cut several of these just to have in case I need them. So my idea for this is if I take a bead, and I can certainly go ahead and place it wherever I need it. I've done this before as far as like stringing it right through the SilverSilk, and so that hopefully will be not too big of a task. Sometimes it just takes a little, like, an encouraged push, as I like to call it, and string right through. So I think that's one of the nicer attributes about SilverSilk, is that just allows for a lot of freedom to do stuff. The magical crimping pliers, the link is posted to that, so that's good. Thank you guys for doing that. It's so nice. We have some great people on the back end here, like posting links to stuff, so it's easy to find. One thing that I cannot stand is if I love a product and it's so frustrating if I can't find it. So thank you guys. Huge help. All right. So in theory, if I string another one, like a little bit out, maybe about right here, I should be able to sort of create an arc with another wire. And who knows, I bet like once I get done with this show, I'll be like, oh, there was probably an easier way to do this. And that's all it is, you guys. Sometimes it's just an experimentation. But that's where some of our best creativity and ideas come from. And you know what? I've seen some of you guys, the Silkies especially, create some fantastic stuff, especially with these mystery boxes. I'm blown away what you guys can do. Seriously. Okay, so in theory, here's what I'm thinking. Because I need 2 wires to make a rounded crimp on the magical crimpers. Otherwise, it's not going to work so well. So I'm just going to go out here and do a rounded crimp real quick. All you need to do that is just insert into your pliers, all the way down, give it a good press. You get this really cool little pocketed ravioli shape, lack of a better term. And then you just turn it on its side. And then you just kind of work your way around until it forms a little ball, just like that. Pretty easy to do. And I tug on it just to keep it nice and secure. And what I'm going to do, because I've got a little sticking out here, I'm just going to trim that back. And I don't think I need this anymore either. So essentially I just created an extension. But I am wondering if I can put one on here. And this might be easy to go all the way on one side and then do the other side later, from what I'm thinking in my head. But here's where I can kind of add seed beads and stuff if I wanted to. Add a little extra volume to this design. So I'm going to spill some of those out. How many of you guys use seed beads out there, by the way? Hey, Joy. It's good to see you. I catch you on Facebook all the time, but never live. Guys, don't forget, 2 drawings tonight. Soft Flex Wire is giving away a prize. I'm giving away a prize separately. All you have to do is just share this video, and we'll pick a winner at the end of our show. All right. So, how many seed beads do you think we should have on here? Maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 3 and like this little bobble thingy and then 3 more. Donna says she loves seed beads. I do too. I miss weaving with them, but at the same time, my patience is lacking these days. So what can I say? There we go. 3. Okay, we'll do 3. I'll do 3. All right, so in theory, if I push this down, I should be able to get a nice little, cute little arch there. So that looks kind of cool. Okay, I'm convinced that this could work. Especially with those beads in between. Not convinced I can get this done in one class here tonight, but I'm sure convinced that I can definitely make this happen for this design. Only reason I guess it requires my full attention and concentration ultimately. Is that secure? Yeah, it is. Okay. So now I should just be able to trim this. Voila. So I get some nice little beads here going in case I wear my bracelet and I want stuff to, I kind of like it when parts and pieces move around. But in theory, I should be able to do the same on the other side. So let's just take a quick process to do it here. Oh, I can already tell I'm going to love this design though. It's going to make a giant cuff. I'm all about the giant cuffs. I think they're so much fun. Okay, more soft flex wire, please. Cool. Okay, so far so good. Oh, we got some friends. Marty is saying, loving this design already. Perfect. I'm so glad. This was completely a gamble, and I had it envisioned in my head, but I had no idea it was going to actually work. Much like must have. I say that about a lot of my designs, but you know, guys, you just never know sometimes. I think I've had a couple flops here and there where I'm just completely disheartened. But it happens to all of us. Happens to me. So if I can go through this process and hopefully have something nice. Now guys, my wire is twisting there a little bit, but fear not. Before we've even crimped it, I can just as easily shift it before making my committed crimp. Now how cool is that? I want it to be as perfect as I can get this to be. There we go. Is Sarah here? Sarah James? You tuning in fashionably late? That's my friend there. I love her to pieces. She's amazing. Cool. Okay, so I adjusted it a little bit as I needed it. So I'm going to go ahead and string on my beads. So this is kind of like bead weaving, but not really. It's like I found a different medium to make that happen. For me at least. And I'm using size 8 seed beads for those of you that are interested in seed beads and that I didn't name what these beads are. And these are just small drop beads that I found in my stash. Aren't they pretty? There we go. 3 more beads. So this design does not move quick, but it is going to be special. I will say that. I mean, look at that. Now, one thing I forgot to do, which I guess I could probably alter my design or just recrimp the other one, is that I needed another wire coming out to be able to continue my loops. And so I didn't take that into account over here. Or I can just create a new component out to the side, which might actually work better. You know what, let's just do that because that is gonna work equally as well. Plus I've already crimped. So happy accidents. And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Perfect. Again, just adjust the size as you need it. Let those cute little beads move around and, ooh, not those. Go ahead and use your crimpers and not your cutters to make your crimp happen. This is so easy. I think the hardest part is probably stringing those beads on, which it sounds silly, but truly, sometimes that is a challenge. Ah, cool. Okay, come on. Here we go. Sweet. Yeah, so now I could just, and you know what? It might be kind of nice to have a repeat pattern. I could flip it so that it's mirrored, or I could put a bead in between. Oh, so many possibilities. Where do I start? Is this going to be a bracelet? I got in here late. Yes, Joy, this will be a bracelet. And currently deciding how I want to arrange my beads. And I kind of liked having different beads, to be honest. Well, I don't know. Now I'm indecisive. And also have to take into account how many of these do I need to make before I'm at the edge here. So I could probably fit in 4 loops. See, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Just something to take under consideration here as we are designing. And it looks like I've got plenty of beads to make that happen. So I might just have a nice repetitious bracelet and not get too wild and crazy tonight. I think I did enough with the seed beads anyway. But in case I did want to change up my design, I've got plenty of wire left over for that. Okay, let's do another one real quick while we're all here. For those of us that have tuned in just now especially and are catching me live, which doesn't happen often on the SoftFlex Facebook page, but I am thankful that it did. How many of you know about this bead tour that I'm doing? It's a new concept, a completely new concept, and I've planned my next kit, and so I would love to gauge interest to see if we will continue doing these. If you love this bead tour or want to find out more, you could definitely tune in on the SilverSilkOnline.com webpage and find out more information in the top link there. Okay, what am I doing? I want to string this bead. relatively close. So let's start about right here. And what I would recommend doing is go ahead and stringing everything first for the loops and then going back and adding those extra beads in. There we go. Donna says, I do save the videos. I think it's a great idea. Susie says, love it. Thank you guys. I know you guys have the kit too, so I'm glad you're enjoying it and have made some beautiful pieces from it too. Okay, again, measure it out. And you know, I kind of eyeball it. You could count the chain. It is possible to do that. I find that a little tedious personally, but up to you. Love the bead tour. Continue doing it. Yes. Oh, guys, if you wouldn't mind throwing out that hashtag, hashtag SilverSilk Colors of India. That way our friends here can find it that are new to the tour and or SilverSilk and or all this fabulosity that's happening. Okay, one bead in, and let's do the other one. So let's start about right there. If you have scraps of soft flex wire, here's your chance to use them. I save all of my scraps because I never know. Like, especially for like earrings and stuff when you just need a little bit and not a full amount to work with. And by that I mean like 3-4 feet. This is perfect. Thanks. They threw out the hashtag. I appreciate that. It's easy to search for projects and designs that everyone's made using all of these beautiful components from all of our companies that are present here. Cool. Let's do this. Okay, almost finished stringing here. I don't know about you guys, but I love to string stuff close to my face, so this is really trying to make sure that I have it on camera here. Really quite tricky. There we go. Okay, so here we go again. Real quick, all you do, string on a crimp. Now, if you use smaller crimps, like let's just say 1 millimeter and you just flattened it, you probably don't need the extra piece of wire. In here, I've complicated the process because I want my crimps to look like beads. Therefore, I need 2 wires to make sure that that crimp turns into a ball. Or you could use crimp covers. I personally think that they're pretty easy to use. It's not been successful or easy for most people, or, you know, wanting to cover up that crimp, but certainly if you enjoy using it, I would highly suggest checking that out on the SoftFlex page as well. Okay, string on another crimp. Ah. There we go. Okay, 3 seed beads. 1, 2, 3. 3. And a drop bead. Perfect. And 3 more seed beads. 1, 2, 3. Thank goodness we're using size 8. Whenever I was much younger, which sounds silly for me to say, I guess, I used to love stitching with size 15 seed beads, and that was just crazy. Because now I don't think I can see those anymore. Okay. Unless I were like gluing something with them. Okay, there we go. Perfection. Oh, this is looking so beautiful already. Like, look at those shapes. Isn't that just cool? Again, if you wanted to continue this, you just add in another piece of wire and continue working there. But I'm loving this shape. Design alterations. Again, tug it, and we're good. that tug is really important because you definitely want to make sure that your crimp is secure. But with these particular tools and materials, I usually have not had any issues with them. All right, here we go. We're gonna add on our crimp, string on our extra wire, just like that. I'm gonna get it nice and close to the cord here and then go ahead and create my crimp, just like that. Perfect. Give it a nice little tug. Nothing's coming apart. And so now we just trim it. This can be very therapeutic, I think, especially because it is repetition. And once you get all your materials laid out and you kind of can see the design coming together, it's just so satisfying. Right. Kelly says they are wonderful companies. Guys, we love you too. Thank you. That is such a heartwarming statement. Really is. We try so hard to please our customers and make sure that we keep up with the demand, but also make sure everyone is nice and happy and satisfied and making good stuff. Okay, lost my crimps. Here we go. Need one more. I'm going to show you guys how to wrap up the end of this project because I could continue stringing all of this tonight, but I want to make sure that you guys understand how to finish this design, more importantly. That way, if you do want to attempt this and post it later on the Silkies page, you will have a base knowledge of what I did in my project. Okay, looking good. Oh, I love that these little beads move around. Makes it so fun to wear. Cool. All right. What a cool combination of stuff and things. Okay, so I promised that we would use our triple strand end caps, which I have to look for. I placed them somewhere. Ah, here we go. So this will allow us to have enough room because it is 3 strands. That way we have that center that has nothing on it. It'll allow enough room for those beads to kind of do what they need to space-wise and not be crammed up somewhere. So I'm just going to trim that off. Make sure it's nice and even, and then stick in your triple strand end cap, just like that. And then you can use a pair. Make sure that they're nice and all the way inside, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna grab my nylon jaw pliers, because that's what I need, and then you just simply give it a good squeeze. So easy. So easy! It's got teeth inside of it. And so that's what grasps onto the ball chain. Therefore, you have that good old security check that we all need. Okay, so it's like, what do we do for the clasp, right? Because this is all supposed to be inclusive. Well, I do not want to use my lobster claw. Where did I put it? Goodness me. You ever do that? Oh, there it is. I never know where I put stuff. Okay, I don't want to use my lobster claw, but I did have a fun idea because I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could use things only found in the kit. And, well, minus the seed beads, I guess I already broke that rule. But here's a clever solution for you guys that don't want to grab a gold colored toggle. Because if you break a set, then what good is this, you know, one half versus the other. So I'm going to connect both of these together, my 2 jump rings that came in the kit, off the lobster claw, and I actually am going to grab a head pin. And I had this really crazy idea, I'm going to lop off the end of this, to make my own, let's see, there it is. like get a handle on all my tools here. I had this crazy idea to make my own toggle. So I want to make a eye pin on one side, and then I want to string beads from my beautiful collection here. Now, because I'm using all teal, like, let's get a pop of color in there. Let's get some pink. Maybe do one of these. And then in between, I'm going to actually string my jump ring. See? You see where I'm going with this? And I think I'm going to get a long enough clasp here. Donna says all the time. Yeah, I think I'm losing my mind, girl. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off, make another simple loop on the other side, and bam, like, look how easy that was, right? So now all I have to do is just attach this little dude to my triple strand end cap, and boom, instant toggle. Okay, so I didn't have to pick up anything besides those seed beads, I admit. But check that out. Ah, so cool. I love that. I can't wait to finish this, you guys. This is going to be a nice little addition to the collection. But you know what? Let me rotate the camera around, and I'm going to show you what we made last week, because that's equally as fun. All right, here we are. So check this out. We used our 2-hole slider. We added some beads on either side to kind of keep it in place. And then we draped these gorgeous, the chain actually is the first component that we attached. Let me see if I can find it again. Chain reaction, custom chain from Jesse James Beads. And we added some extra baubles from our beautiful bead collection, our bead kit, sorry, onto that chain, and then attached our peacock feathers. These came with a kit as well. So I think this made for an easy, fun project. And now we get to add our bracelet in to the mix. So fabulous. This is a great runway already happening. So I can't wait for the next one. Guys, I'm going to finish up my project tonight, but I hope you will tune in for the last part of my tour that I'm going to be on the Jesse James Beads Facebook page, and on there I'm going to demonstrate another fabulous design that I have in mind for this particular mystery kit. And don't forget to check out a few things. First is, if you love the materials that I'm using tonight, I've got some extra bead mixes on the SilverSilkOnline.com. I'm gonna keep getting like Soft Flex and SilverSilk mixed up. They're equally like beautiful, so what can I say? On the SoftFlexOnline.com webpage, if you click the link at the very top in the menu, you can find all the materials I'm using tonight. They're not packaged up in a kit, but I do have them on sale over there in case you're interested. Again, 15% off with the coupon code. All of the information is on the website, including the tour dates. But otherwise, you guys can check me out on Instagram, on the Facebook Silkies group. We call ourselves the SilverSilk Silkies. It's really, really fun. On there, people are already posting projects that they've made with the kit, which is amazing. And you could certainly find me more on the Soft Flex Wire Facebook page as we're making these projects happen. Jesse James Beads has also many, many things going on, including a secret stash group. Shh, they're not so secret, but they are equally fabulous. So I recommend checking that out. I'm sure someone here posted a link on that. Please become a part of their group. We're all in for the same goal, sharing amazing designs using great products. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you next Tuesday on the Jesse James Beads Facebook page for the last part of our tour. All right, you guys have a fun and fabulous evening, and thank you so much for joining in. I love all of you, and have a wonderful evening. Mwah.